It is restoration day here at Paper and Moose. I am making a video on something I have never done before, and that is taking something that I saved from the trash, a vintage nurse's uniform, and restoring it. I'm going to attempt to bring it back to life in my own way. Now, I am not a professional. I just see the potential in something that was destined for the trash that I saw as a treasure and I wanted to save it. So join me as I take on this DIY garment adventure restoration day, and we'll see what we end up with. So the first step in this process is to soak the nurse uniforms. I'm going to be soaking them and then putting them through a wash cycle and then hanging them out to dry and get some sun. So let's take a look at how I do that. So how I have cleaned the first batch, I've soaked them in hot water combined with this Oxy stain remover that I already had. I didn't go out and purchase anything new. I wanted to see how this would work. So I've soaked them. I'm only soaking between 2 and 3 at a time. And then I also hit the garment with some actual OxiClean laundry stain remover. They will soak in here for about 3 hours, and then I take them outside. It's a nice day today, so they'll be sun dried, get hit by the sun, and then we'll see what happens with the stains and then go on to the next step of actually dyeing one. Are the uniforms after they have been soaked for a while. This one still has some yellowing, but the rest of it is pretty nice. This is actually quite a nice uniform coverlet, I guess maybe you would say. These two came out a little bit more rough. You can still see the staining. Oh, look at that. I didn't notice that before. Little air vents for the armpit area. Genius. So some people have commented that this was mouse urine and that's why it was yellow, but I honestly think it might just be from their sweat because it's in an area of the back, and it's the same on this one as well. So I will leave these out in the sun to dry and get hit with the sunlight. That one has a hole. And yeah, see what happens. I have chosen to take the uniform that did not come out very clean. This is probably the worst one, and it's actually not even that bad, but it does have some pretty good staining. There's more staining on the back. I love the look of this garment. I like the style, and I thought it'd be really fun to be able to transform it into something that I can wear and into one of the colors that I really enjoy. So on one of my grocery trips to Walmart, I picked up some RIT fabric dye. There were a number of colors. Some were way too bright for me. I really like earth tones. I'm a huge fan of green, so I bought this dark green. And then I also picked up some navy blue and charcoal gray. I've never dyed any garments before, so this is a first for me. I also picked up a tote, a plastic tote to soak this in. So I'm running some hot water now, and then we're going to give this a nice soak in the dark green dye. We shall see how this turns out. I would love it to have that army kind of green or the vintage green, but whatever we get is what we get. At least we'll be able to save this from the trash and see what kind of color we can come up with. So I have boiled some hot water, which is in this tote. You can probably see the steam coming off. The next instructions are to add a teaspoon of dish detergent, liquid dish detergent. Mix that in there. Then I believe it's a cup of salt. There's that. I think we have to mix, add dye and mix well. I'm gonna put on my glove for this. We gotta shake this. I'm going to use half of the bottle, maybe a little bit more, since I want it to be a darker kind of green. All right. Should have taken this off before, I guess. Okay. That's darker, right? Green. Make sure I did the right one. I guess that's enough. Now I'm going to mix. Perhaps I should have gotten a clear tote. And then it says, submerge unfolded wet fabric into dye bath. Stir consistently for 30 minutes or until desired color is achieved. Let's just add a little more. That should be good. Push it down a little bit. All right. I think that's mixed. I have a green coming in on that. All right. I'm gonna put our uniform and then we'll see what happens. All right. I'm just gonna let that sit. I may not have added enough water, but we'll see. I'm liking that color so far, so I'll come out here and I will mix it every so many minutes. See what happens. So here is the material. I don't know if you can see the green. I have to wash it in cold water until the water is no longer green, and then hand wash it in warm water with some detergent, and then apply this other RIT material or RIT liquid to it so that it keeps the color. So let me get working on this. So here is the after. I absolutely love it. There are spots where the dye didn't completely, I don't want to say adhere, but it wasn't, you know, it's not even, but I think that that is great. It's that great green, gray, vintage color. I'll flip it to the back. So really, really cool. So you see in through here, but to me that makes no difference. So we have a uniform that was stained, worn out, put in the trash, and now it's given a brand new life. I may not have done this whole DIY garment dyeing as some of you may have done. The temperature of the water may not have been as hot as it should have been. I should have left the garment in the dye for longer. I should have washed it this way, washed it that way. We all do things differently, and I am very happy with how the nurse's uniform turned out. Again, I used the RIT dark green dye. I used about half of the bottle, but I also picked up navy blue and charcoal gray. So I may try and do 2 of the other uniforms in these colors and see how they come out. Do a little bit of exploring, perhaps even hem one, cut one so it's not a long frock, but a little bit of a shorter jacket. The possibilities are endless. It's a great way to bring something that was destined for the trash back to life. I can wear this out. I can wear it to the flea market. I can wear it anywhere pretty much. And it's something that no one else is going to have. And that is what I love. I love being able to save something from the trash and making it my own. I could add patches, I could add pins, put different buttons on it, do anything that my little heart desires. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that if you are trying to get into the world of the DIY, restoration, repurpose sphere, then just dive in and do it. It has taken me a little bit of time, especially with putting it out there for everyone to see on YouTube. But as long as you put your heart into it and what comes out makes you happy, that's pretty much all that matters. And I got a pretty cool nurse's uniform that I can wear. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Stay tuned for more adventures here at Paper and Moose. You never know what is going to happen. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and see you all next time.